The first time Amarachi arrived in Europe, her heart was full of dreams and expectations. She imagined a land where opportunities flowed freely and life would finally become easier than what she had left behind in Nigeria. But very quickly, she realized that reality was very different from the picture she had in her mind. Without proper papers, Amarachi struggled. Every day was a battle of survival. She could not find the kind of job she had hoped for, and instead, she had to take whatever came her way. She worked in a hospital that cared for old people. There, her duties were hard and humbling. She cleaned the floors, washed the elderly, changed their bedding, and sometimes even endured their complaints and anger. It was not easy. The smell of disinfectant and sickness filled her days, and though her body ached, she kept pushing forward because she needed to survive. But the struggle did not end there. After long hours at the hospital, Amarachi also cleaned houses for people who looked down on her. She would scrub bathrooms, mop floors, wash clothes, and polish kitchens until her hands were rough and tired. At night, she would return to her small room, sometimes crying quietly to herself, wondering if she had made a terrible mistake by leaving Nigeria. Her suffering was so much that at one point, she almost gave up. She thought about returning home, even though she had invested so much to travel. The cold weather, the loneliness, and the constant fear of being caught without papers weighed heavily on her. She often asked herself, was this really worth it? Did I leave home just to suffer like this? But just when Amarachi was at her lowest point, something changed. A friend she had met along the way introduced her to someone. That person turned out to be a great blessing in disguise. Through this connection, Amarachi was finally able to get her legal papers. For the first time since arriving, she felt a new light of hope shining in her life with her papers.
Few months after them, Amarachi got a good job in a clubhouse, but hoping to work a bit and go back to school, so he started working so hard to achieve her dream.
But one day luck smiled on her. She met a wealthy white man, almost 60 years old, who fell in love and married her. He gave her a mansion, a pool, a hotel, and over 500,000 euros in her account. Every month, he gave her more than 3,000 euros just for her upkeep. Amarachi never worked, everything she needed was provided. He promised her she would inherit all his wealth when he died. But temptation came. Amarachi met a 35-year-old black man. While her husband traveled, she brought him into her matrimonial home. Drinking and dancing with him also gave him so much money she got from her husband. One day, her husband caught them in their matrimonial bed and got angry, and the young black boy left, and Amarachi and her husband got into a very deep argument. And in a moment, her dream life ended. She lost everything: the mansion, the hotel, the money, and even the future she was promised. Amarachi's story became a warning: one mistake can destroy years of blessing.